One. Hi everyone, this is Christine Jossi of Mail Something Pretty, and I wanted to show you some cards using the new In colors. They are beautiful colors and I'm really happy with them. I love each of them. Some past years there might be one or two In colors that I'm not so crazy about, but I have to say I love every one of them. So I'm very excited we have these for 2 years. So we have Fresh Freesia. We have, you can see, Soft Succulent, Evening Evergreen, Polished Pink, Pale Papaya. Oh, and there's another Soft Succulent. Put it back. There you go. So I also wanted to show you how to make this card. So it's a fun little, it's just like one little fold over, and you can see you can vary it up quite a bit, and you can make it simple. You can add some texture, you can add more paper, and so I'm going to show you how I did that. I'm going to stamp on it. And the inspiration for this card actually came from Mary Lou, who is part of my club, and she sent me this really nice thank you note, and I just loved how she just used 2 strips of paper and that one little fold, and it really adds some interest, and you'll see it's really quite easy. So we love that, right? Easy cards that look hard. And so like I said, so this is more of a plain one. And then I added just some stamping background and a couple little gems. This one, these two are really almost the same. Oh, actually, I'm going to show you how to do 2 colors on one stamp in this card, but I added texture. I thought another pattern would be too busy, so I just added some texture, and that is from the Meadow Moments dies that I've been using lots. And then again, this one is a little bit more plain or simple. And then this one is with a little bit busier with more patterns of the paper. And then this one has some of that texture. And then this is actually the other, that Meadow Moments embossing folders comes with 2 embossing folders. So this is the second one. So this one that has flowers and butterflies, and this one is leaves. And this, I'll point out, are the pansies from the paper that I cut out, which is kind of nice. So you have a lot of options, and this is actually the paper that I'm using. It's called Pansy Petals, I think. Yeah, Pansy Petals, and it's fun. Like it's just beautiful. Has some graphics, has 3 different colors of gingham, has the Fresh Fuchsia, has a Soft Succulent, and the Pale Papaya. Oh, I love that one too. And then these are the pansies you can cut out either with scissors or with the dies. So you have lots of options with this paper. Just a repeat. Okay, so let's get into making the card. We are going to make an Evening Evergreen one. And so I already cut the paper, but it was just a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and I cut it in half this way instead of, usually we cut it the other way to make it a longer card. And so then you're just going to score, I'll do it this way. I've actually already scored it, but you're going to score it at 1 1/4, and then in half at the 5 1/2. Okay, and that's like the whole trick of the card. So you just fold it in half like you would do for a normal card. I actually like to use it if cards in this direction. If you want the card to be in that direction, oh, I don't have another one. But when you cut it the other way, sometimes they like flop. So I cut them this way so they stand up better on the table. But for this one, we have our score right here. So we're just going to fold it back. So really, that's kind of the whole template of the card. And so I already cut my strips. So you want 2 strips of 1 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to put those on. Actually, you can even glue this down first if you want. Glue or tape. I've been using the multi-purpose liquid glue. I really like it. And then I'm going to glue that down. So the strips of paper is 1 inch, and the area that you have is 1 1/4. So you get like a little border. It's a little harder to see because this is darker. glue that. Actually, I didn't even close it. Glue that one down. It does slide sometimes. Okay, so there is really the card. So this is a dark color, so I decided to put white on the inside. This is 4x4, but I've only done that on the darker cards. The other ones I just left alone, but this gives you another border on the inside like that. So you won't, okay? And then, like I said, some of them I was leaving this part plain, or you could stamp, or if you wanted to emboss, like I did here, although it's just a nice, I forget actually what this one is called, but it's just a nice little texture. This one is, let's see, front panel 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. I just think if I added another pattern, that would be way too busy, but the texture gives it just a little something else. And this is, again, a soft texture, whereas like this one was the butterflies and flowers. Okay, so then we're just going to stick on our little label there. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do a 2-color. So I'm going to use the new InColor markers, the Stampin' Write markers. I haven't decided which colors I wanted to use, so let's see. I'm going to use from the Simply Succulents You Make the Ordinary Extraordinary. So let's see. I think I might have, maybe I'll do the pink, polished pink, and the Evening Evergreen because they're darker. All right, so we're going to stick the stamp on the block. And then I'm going to use these Stampin' Write markers, come with 2 tips. So there's a brush tip and like a writing pen. So I'm going to use the brush tip. I'm actually going to color directly right onto my stamp here. This is a great technique for anybody, but also for beginners, because if you just get a few markers, you can add lots of colors to your stamping. I like to use it especially for words when you want something to pop. And this is the polished pink. I mean, if I wanted, I could even do 2 colors on the one word. You can kind of really play with it. It works both with the photopolymer and the red rubber. However, I find it works better on the red rubber stamps. I think it holds the color better. The polymer has like a, it's just different. So sometimes if I do it with the polymer, I'll do it once. I won't clean the stamp and I'll do it again, and then you kind of have a little bit of a darker impression. All right, so I'm going to stamp it on here. Oh, I put that away. This is from the Contours dies, which I love. I just did another video showing them. I love them. All right, so since I've been talking, this may have dried somewhat. So I'm going to huff or blow on it, and so my breath will, with moisture, will re-moisten the ink. And then I will stamp, and then you get 2 colors. Kind of fun. So it just adds, oh yeah, that looks good. If I did it all in one color, it'd be okay, but I like, especially because of what it says, I like how it has the multicolors. So I will use some, oh, I grabbed the wrong ones. I will use some dimensionals just to pop that up. And there we go. I was going to add some gems, but I don't think they have the InColor gems too. I don't think I will on this one. I did it on some of the other ones, but I don't think I will on this one. All right, so let's clear up my space. I will put the measurements on my blog so you can see them. Let's grab one of each color here so you can see all of the new InColors. They're fun and they work really nicely together. All right, I thank you for watching. Be sure to check out my blog, mailsomethingpretty.com. Again, I will put the measurements there. If you are not already on my mailing list, you can just add your name and email right there on the little side box, and you'll get some treats in the mail, and I send out a weekly email. And you can check out all my other sites too from there. So thanks again for watching. I'm Christine Josti of Mail Something Pretty. Have a great day.